switch, and I'll keep that. Well, welcome to WellsCountyVoice.com. We are cursed by the Tuesday night council meeting events, but we are live and underway as the Lady Tigers get set to take on the Lady Apaches.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to agree to do any more of these Tuesday night games whenever you got council.
I didn't say a word through the entire council meeting just to get here in time.
It's much appreciated. I'm sure everybody at home is appreciating it as well, as we were able to get in just a little bit after tip.
So Tigers coming off a win against Southern Wells, looking to get some back-to-back W's posted against the 2-4 Apaches, Lady Apaches. And you got all the stats, Michael. What do we got?
Yeah, I mean, that was a nice thing about having the assistant AD, Bob Vanderkolk, about ready to help me out. So for the Lady Apaches, they are led, let me get my paper out. They are led by big presence in the middle with 5'11" Jade Stumbo. She is the leading rebounder with 6.8 rebounds per game and also but 3.9 points per game. For scoring, starter number 4, Libby Mattern is 9.3 points per game along with 3.3 assists. And then also helping Stumbo with the rebounding is Linda Cordes.
And Mattern makes a free throw to put the Lady Apaches up early, 1-0. Second free throw on the way is good.
So I think for the Lady Tigers, it's going to be a big test inside, as most of the Lady Tigers' post presence is the inexperienced freshman group is led by Maren Schreiber inside.
Yeah, it's going to be a much different look, I suspect, tonight than it was against Southern Wells, where the Tigers had a lot of luck in the interior. Maybe a little more difficult tonight.
See if the senior leadership of Monroe Heller and Riley Johnson can kind of lead the way on around the outside.
Matern's 3 is long, chased down by the Lady Apaches. They'll reset. 1 minute gone here in the ball game, 2-0.
Lady Tigers trying to compensate for that lack of size inside by going 2-3 zone, trying to condense everybody in, force the Apaches to shoot from deep.
Free ball on its way again, no good. Yoakum with the attempt. Johnson pulls it down. Stout in the corner is going to lose it, and we'll turn it back over to Wabash.
That player there, just one that Isabella's going to have to just get out of her mind. It happens to the best of them, and just next time she gets an opportunity on the fast break, just kind of make sure she's not going to run into any defender. Incidental contact, no harm there.
Good ball movement by Wabash off the glass, no good though. Tigers come away with it as Monroe Heller comes out with it. Gibson in the middle, into the paint, dumps it down low, looking for the extra pass, but cut off by Westendorf. Is that right?
Westendorf.
Dorf? Okay. Outside 3 again, off the mark. Westendorf on the ground fighting for it. Gets it back out, but that's going to be an over and back. Ball should go to Bluffton.
Really like that defensive pressure there by Monroe Heller as Westendorf goes to dribble it down low. Monroe's coming and digging, as my college coach would say, digging at that post player, making them feel uncomfortable from both sides.
And we didn't get the quick held ball call.
Right, yeah.
One of the things I hate the most. They seem to call that differently in the girls' game than they do in the boys' game.
Yeah, and I was actually surprised last night. I was keeping book at the Bluffton Middle School Southern Wells Lady Tigers basketball game, and there were a couple possessions where I felt like they typically called the held ball and they didn't.
Free ball by Mattern. Is that Mattern or Matern? Mattern, okay. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick timeout, be right back.
Imagine a place where you could live independently with support close by if needed. A place where you feel secure, stress-free, and with friends next door. a place where you're just a few steps away from assistance, nursing, or even rehabilitation services. A place where a team of professionals work every day to provide everything you need and care for you just like family. This is ASEAN Assisted Living, where you're close to home but far from ordinary.
Which I thought about that.
5-0 Wabash. Heller gets it in the middle of Gibson. Haley will dribble out of it. Just outside the elbow, looks like Wabash got a piece of it. Gets it back into the corner. And this is going to be a Bluffton turnover. 5-0 Wabash. Just about 3 minutes going here in the first.
Some miscommunication there by sophomore Haley Gibson and freshman Isabella Stout. Still figuring out ways on how to kind of communicate without openly communicating, and just as time will go on, mistakes like that will be corrected.
Down low, Westendorf will draw the Bluffton foul.
Hey, we were talking about this on Saturday night with Marin. One thing, like, she's already got that nice natural length to her where she's going to contest just about any opponent's shot, where if she just stays straight up and even use her volleyball abilities and just jumping vertically, she's going to really contest a lot of shots, make everything difficult. There, she does kind of swat a little bit with her left arm and hits Westendorf on the arm.
Well, and she's going up against a senior here, right? So a little different, again, versus the other night at Southern Wells. Corner 3 on its way is long. It should stay with the Tigers.
Checking into the Lady Tiger line, number 22, Riley Johnson.
Riley Johnson back in the game. Schreiber will sit down. Johnson in the middle, up the glass, good. And the Tigers are on the board.
Yeah, I always thought that was a good play whenever they had Zoe inside, and just nice, easy 6'3" player, nice big target, or even Emmy Boots. And it's still effective with Riley Johnson inside.
Good takeaway by Stout, but Bluffton turns it right back over. 4:27 to go here in the first. 6-2 Wabash.
In that instance, it just seemed like Haley Gibson was about ready to dribble, but then Mattern got the hand on and just kind of freaked Haley out a little bit, and she was not able to get the ball down on the ground.
Picked up by Stout, gets it up ahead to Heller. Monroe will go outside with it, they'll rotate around. Stout for 3, short. Rebound Mattern. And that's a travel.
I was thinking this about this the other night, Friday, Saturday night, during the boys game and girls game. One thing about this paint job, I think it looks fantastic, but one thing I'm going to have to get used to is there's no baseline. It just goes straight to the big paint.
That's true.
I'm used to there being a black line and then the red, like, paint area, and it's just messes with my eyes a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, that's a good point. Heller steps in front of it. She's going to get fouled on the way. That's going to go against Mattern. First Wabash foul. Tigers with 2. Lily King and Dreyer check in. Good ball movement by the Tigers. But Riley shot a little bit off the mark. And back to the Lady Apaches. A little over 3 minutes to go. Outside 3 on its way is good. Yoakum with the 3 ball.
Number 21, Riley Yoakum.
Mattern for 3. They're not shy to put him up from 3, that's for sure. Get it down to Johnson. Johnson off the glass and good. Riley Johnson with all 4 Bluffton points. Riley now has eclipsed her total point production against the Lady Raiders. Another 3 on its way. She likes that spot. Tigers finally get it across the timeline. A bit of Wabash foul here. Should go against Yoakum.
Wabash 21, Riley Yoakum. Checking the Wabash side, number 10, Hannah Lane.
Hannah Lane, number 10, is that right?
Yeah.
They got some tall girls on this squad.
They got 5'9", 5'11", 5'9", 5'8". And they're experienced. They got a lot of juniors and seniors on this team as well. Again, very much of a contrast, stark contrast to the Lady Tigers.
Under 2 to go here in the first, 12-4. They go cross court. Riley Johnson on the baseline. 6 for Riley.
Good ball movement there by Wabash of swinging the ball back and forth, not dribbling to break the press. Because once you dribble to break the press, that's when the pressure is going to come. But if you just keep the ball strong, chin level, swing it around, nice crisp passes as they've shown here, it's going to be an easy, simple way to break the pressure.
Long with the free throw. One and 2 for Long.
I'll tell you what, one thing I'm impressed about is just the depth of the Wabash Lady Apaches program. Don't see many girls programs with a C
With
team
a C
in it,
team, yeah.
especially one 2A size, so it's very similar size to Bluffton.
You wonder how many games they actually get up as a C team. Long 3 is good from way up downtown. Tigers may try to close it out here. 35 seconds on the clock.
Really good move.
Nicely done by Lily King. But they'll leave 20 seconds on the clock for Wabash. And a steal by Heller. And Monroe is hammered on the way. 10 seconds left. She'll go to the line and shoot a pair.
Wabash shots on number 13, Jane Stumbo. At the line for the Lady Tigers, Monroe Heller.
One more coming. Lane feeds inside. No, just rolls off the rim. And at the end of the first quarter, Wabash 16, Tigers 8. We'll take a break. Be right back.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory.
Welcome back to WellsCountyBoys.com. Scott Metzer and Michael Vanderkalk on the call. Austin on the camera for us tonight. We head to the second. Tigers down by 8. And Michael, 4 3 balls from Wabash there in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's really going to make it tough for the Lady Tigers to stay in this 2-3 zone, because that's the shot that you want to force as a defender. But if they're going to be knocking them down as Mattern is doing, then it's going to be kind of counterproductive to stay in there. But then you're going to have to go match up, and it doesn't really seem like the Lady Tigers have anybody who can match up inside with the size of Wabash.
Nice job defensively for the Tigers getting back. Shut that break down.
We do hear the bench yelling for switch it, cueing that is man-to-man.
Yeah, we'll get a 3-second call.
I've been waiting.
Good ball moving, nicely done.
I've been waiting for that past few possessions here on this press breaker, because Wabash's pressure is heavily sagged towards the B, like towards midcourt, leaving an opening for that opposite court flank. I thought earlier in the first quarter there was an opportunity for Riley Johnson to break away, just as Marin did there. But good to see that the Lady Tigers are able to capitalize it and see if they can get it going here more often.
Trying to feed it down the long. A little surprised Tigers didn't get a foul called on that play.
I think Long, you, me, everybody else was a little bit surprised that she didn't get a foul called for her. I think Coach Muncie's a little fortunate that she didn't get a foul called on her, and that's why he pulled her out.
Mattern with a quick jumper. Good. Boy,
Man.
she's good. What's she averaging?
She averages 9.3 points per game.
Doesn't look like it.
He just shoots 33% from the field as well, so.
Tigers get the timeout call. We'll be back.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give, and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, C-A-T-H-I-E, .Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
Welcome back to WellsCountyBoys.com. Coming out of the Tigers timeout. 1 minute gone here in the second. That last bucket by Mattern must have been a 3. I had it as a 2. Tigers turn it over, down by 9. Another 3 on its way. This one's short. It'll be off Wabash Tigers basketball.
You know, I read an article today about how Steph Curry is closing in on Ray Allen's all-time three-point record, and he could do it in one game, and if he did it in one game, he'd break Klay Thompson's single-game 3 record. It almost seems like the Lady Apaches have read that article and are trying to do that for Steph.
There's some old-timers, Michael, that sort of think the three-point shot has ruined the game of basketball. You got any thoughts on that?
Does that make me an old-timer? I mean, I think every sport is going to go through its evolutions, and I mean, I think you could consider, like, some old-timers probably thought Michael Jordan was ruining the game of basketball. basketball with, a little bit more showboating going on. And then even before the three-point ball became a big factor, like a lot of those old school players were saying that the league, the NBA was just softer, the game is softer than it had been. But I just think as time goes on, as people kind of just, they look for those opportunities on how to get an advantage. And mathematically, if you can get 40% of the time, that's going to be better than a 2 every 55% of the time. So now I would not have thrived in that by any means. So I'm glad I did.
And Tigers can not get across the timeline, and they'll turn it over.
It just seems like it was like a sudden shift in the NBA too, because I remember like the 7-foot post players were the priority in the drafts, and then all of a sudden now it's just all the guards, or even like a 6'8" guy. And if a 6'8" guy can't shoot, then there's no space for him in an NBA team. And you see that affecting high school sports as well, because everybody wants to emulate that. They want to be like those pro players. And it seems like it takes away from a lot of team elements sometimes. I thought that was one nice thing that the Blackhawk Christian boys team did last year, even though they have one of the best players in the entire country last year with Caleb First, now thriving at Purdue. They still moved the ball so well together as a team and earned multiple state championships because of it.
Checking in to the Lady Tiger line, number 31, Dressel Runner.
21-10. Three minutes gone here in the second. Mattern with 14 points for the Lady Apaches. Riley Johnson leads the way for the Tigers with 6. Oh boy, just too much packed inside right now for the Tigers, I think, to be effective in the interior. They're going to have to show something from the outside.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a missed opportunity there as Monroe Heller was open, calling for the ball in the corners, just Marin missing that opportunity and finding Marley Dreyer up top instead.
Marley Dreyer with a bucket.
I was talking to Marley a little bit yesterday. She helped keep Book at the middle school game, and she was talking about just a little bit of frustrations, like of not being like scoring and stuff like that. And I was just talking to her, just as a former coach, and just kind of saying like, "Okay, like, is that your role?" And she's like, "No, it's not my role, but when you have those opportunities, you will score." And just right there, like, she had that opportunity in transition, capitalize, and that's the opportunities for Marley. The plays likely won't be designed for her, but she's smart enough, she's adaptable enough where she can capitalize in that case.
Loose ball picked up by Cortez.
Loose ball or trick pass, I guess you can kind of interpret that one way.
Yeah, I'm going to call it a loose ball.
I think that's a good call there.
Cortez gets it out front to Mattern. Mattern up. No good. Monroe Heller comes away with it. Tigers down by 9. Just string a couple possessions together here. Be closer than it seems right now. Oh, Marley, we got a chance to add some more points to the book here.
Yeah, a nice opportunity there, because as she just hit a jumper, the defense is going to be cheating a little bit, like contesting the shot a lot more. So nice ball fake and drive, getting a little bit closer into the paint.
Number 32, into the Wabash line, number 10, Anna Lang, number 12, Kiara Wilson.
And Marley with 1 of 2. .240 left in the second. And a charge.
Wabash foul, number 33, Linda Cordes.
It's going to put the Tigers in the bonus. Oh. Between the circles, Mattern, she thought about it.
She really wanted that one.
Should be foot on the line, no good. Airballed it, but right there was Hannah Lane turning garbage into gold.
I like that ball movement there by Wabash, trying to get that isolated drive for Linda Cordes as they're making that ball movement away on the weak side of the basket, making the defense move, get Linda open with the ball on the right elbow. Nice strong drive on her dominant hand.
It was a nice bucket.
It's good to see her not backing down too.
Yeah.
Like she's gotten a lot of physicality down low tonight, and she just keeps going and going and going. And they keep looking for her, and that just says something about her confidence and the team's confidence in Marin to capitalize on the opportunities.
I mean, she's down underneath with some experienced girls right now, and again, continuing to hold her own. Mattern to the line. She's 2 for 2 from the line, 14 on the night. Johnson in for Schreiber. And Mattern 1 of 2. (26-17). Oh. Just about at the 1 minute mark. Wabash will get the ball back. 5 threes for the Lady Apaches.
I'm a little surprised the wrestling team is already back tonight. They had a match over at Southwood.
Yeah, that didn't take long. Jeez, especially at Southwood. It's an hour away.
I think from my past experiences with the wrestlers against Southwood is they typically have a smaller number of wrestlers, so just a lot of forfeits. Yeah. Which would almost be an annoying drive because you have to take the whole team to get those forfeit points. You have to make weight to get those forfeit points as well. Sure. So it's just, wrestling is a brutal sport, and
So I wrestled in high school. So I was about the same height I am now, just a little bit under 6 foot. What do you think I wrestled at? What weight?
I'd say I don't know the weight classes to a T, but I'll say like 140.
105, 112, and 119.
At 6 foot. Did you just like wrap around all your opponents?
There was a lot of nights with very little calories consumed.
In middle school, when you can do both basketball and then wrestling afterwards, I had contemplated a little bit 7th and 8th grade around there. And my doctor, Dr. Dion, he straight up looked at me and said, if you do this, you cannot cut weight. Needless to say, I took that as a sign that wrestling was not for me, and I stuck to basketball.
I have to admit, there was a few times I had state officials coming in and actually checking my body fat.
Oh, no.
I was a little on the lean side.
Yeah. I had a friend in high school, Isaac Higgins, where he was in one of those weight classes, like lower weight classes, and he always seemed to struggle against guys like you, the lanky guys, because he could just never get leverage.
Right, exactly.
And you get so accustomed to wrestling guys your build and everything that you get that anomaly in there.
I don't know what the protocol is anymore, but when you weighed in. It was you and then your opponent when you weighed in.
Yeah, I've never been a part of it. I do know, like, they put in some, like, regulations in place. I don't know if it was the same thing when you were in school, but I know, like, they have to get, like, certain tests and stuff to make sure that they are at a healthy weight so that you're not cutting 30 pounds from your
that's what I mean. I had a few state officials coming in and checking me out going, wait a minute, you may be a little lean for this, but I never got pulled.
Yeah, I see guys who would be in my weight class, like 170, and I look at that and I go, I would not compete against you.
27-19 as we head to the half. Tigers down by 8. We'll be back in a few minutes with some halftime stats and second half basketball here on WellsCountyVoice.com.
In business since 1981, Barkley Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barkley Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barkley Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barkley Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674, or find them on Facebook at Barkley Builders, Inc. Let Barkley Builders get started on your Barkley Built forever home.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You from your doctor and all Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Hello, Tim Stephan Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Stephan Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Stephan, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Stephan Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Tim Stephan is a registered associate of Thurston Springer Financial, is doing business as Stephan Financial Group. Tim Stephan and Stephan Financial Group are independent of Thurston Springer Financial.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair, or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
Thunder and lightning, rock and roll, even peanut butter and jelly. There are some things in this world that just naturally seem to go together. At Farmers and Merchant State Bank, it's you and us. That's why at F&M, we're always ready to partner with you on all your financial needs, from checking and savings to auto loans and more. Now that's pretty black and white. Farmers and Merchants, you and us. Learn more at fm.bank. Member FDIC.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Hello, Tim Steffen Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Steffen Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Steffen Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer Financial and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Tim Steffen and Steffen Financial Group are independent of Thurston Springer Financial.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. We are at halftime. It's 27-19 Wabash. And we'll give you the stats here. For the Lady Apaches, Casey Long, 1 for 2 from the line with 1. Brooke Westendorf, 1 for 2 from the line for 1. Kylie Yoakum hit a 3-ball in the first. She's got 3. Hannah Lane, a 2-ball and 1 for 2 from the line for 3. Lily Cortez, a couple buckets for 4, and leading the way, leading all scorers, is Elizabeth Mattern. 4 threes and 3 free throws, 4-15, 16 in the first, 11 in the second, 27 at the half for the Tigers. Lily King with a bucket in the first with 2. Marley Dreyer with a bucket and a free throw for 3. Maren Schreiber with 3 field goals in the second for 6, and the leading scorer for the Lady Tigers, Riley Johnson, 3 buckets in the first, couple free throws in the second with 8. Tigers 8 in the first, 11 in the second, 19 at half. They're 3 for 6 from the line. The Lady Apaches are 6 for 10 from the line. And honestly, it felt like they'd be behind by more than 8. Really?
Yeah, it really just seemed like the Lady Tigers got off to a slow start while the Apaches took off out of the gate. And ever since then, the Tiger defense has kind of stymied the Wabash shooting a little bit, and they've just managed to kind of stay within striking distance. I mean, 8 points is not undoable. And, I mean, we've seen that the past couple nights with the JV team as they've made big comebacks, and tonight they're doing similar against Wabash with a late shot to win. So the varsity team, they can come out here, really get a fresh start to the second half, and try to make a run, cut into this lead a little bit early on.
And what's the keys to do that, in your opinion?
I think it's just going to be moving the ball around, try to get it inside, and then looking outside. I know you were kind of hinting at that a little bit earlier on in this game as well. The inside is just tight. It's tough to get the ball inside and be productive. So maybe get it inside to Marin, to Riley, to Tressa, and then finding the shooters out on the perimeter to knock down some deep shots.
And defensively?
I think you got to go man-to-man, and that's strictly because of how Libby Mattern is shooting the ball tonight. And if she's going to keep knocking down 3 after 3 after 3, you cannot sit in a 2-3 zone. You're going to have to put some pressure on her. And the little pressure that I've seen the Tigers put on the ball handlers, it has seemed to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now they do have good ball movement, good court awareness, so there's going to have to be in help side at every opportunity.
So we saw a little bit of that 1-2-2 sort of mid-court press against Southern Wells. How effective would that be against this squad?
And they've tried that a little bit here. It's just Wabash is doing a nice job of passing the ball around rather than dribbling to the trap areas. They'll get it up to the side of the court, let the defense shift, and then they do a couple quick passes to rotate it and take it up the sideline on the opposite side.
All right, here we go. We head to the third. Tigers down by 8. They open up with the basketball. Quick shot by Riley Johnson off the back iron, no good. And back comes Wabash. Yoakum into the paint. Little floater is good.
Great awareness there by Yoakum. Transition defense. Tigers looked a little lost there, and Yoakum just driving right in front of the basket for the easy bucket.
And the lead is 10.
And that's
Rowe gets doubled up.
And right there is kind of the example of what Wabash isn't doing on the offensive end against the trap. When you pick that ball up right as you cross half court, you don't have 2 defenders trapping, you have 3 defenders trapping you. At least she wasn't in the very corner with the 4th one on the sideline, so she was able to find a little bit of an opening, just still turning it over.
Good ball movement again. Yoakum with another bucket. (31-19). Tigers could use a bucket.
See, like right there, I'd like Isabella to be staying outside on the wing, because as she sucks in there, you still have the defender, Linda Cordes, kind of blocking, being in the passing lane. But if she stays out kind of where the referee is right now, the official, she has a lot more of an opening. Nice catch, quick shot. Really does kind of fit her style of play as well. There's that quick jump ball.
Now, how is that a held ball?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that's just crazy.
It looked like she was dribbling by the time he blew the whistle.
Tigers trying to work it around. They try to go inside to Schreiber and taken away. Yoakum to Mattern. Yoakum has opened up with a couple of buckets here in the third. Cordes cut off at the baseline. Baseline shot, no good. Gibson comes out of there. Oh. Well, you're a little too far under the basket, but she'll go to the line.
There's times I wonder how Haley Gibson can get the dribble through some defense there. Like, she just stays so low, she's so fast, explosive, and keeps the ball so close to her that even like full court dribbling through, it seemed like 5 players in that possession alone.
It's the 9th point for Riley. That is the 4th foul on Stumpo. And Riley makes both. 10 for her. 10-point Wabash lead. Mattern off the mark, and Tiger basketball. Johnson gets it inside to Marin. Elbow from Lily King, no good, and Westendorf with the rebound. Cortez on the baseline is fouled.
Very nice strong move there by Cortez, getting to that shot fake, ripping baseline.
Second on Marin. Cortez, good. She has 5. Gets the friendly bounce. Tigers turn it over. Mattern for 3. That's her favorite spot right there.
And here I was thinking she didn't like that basket on that end, but
and fouled on the play. No.
Yeah, so the basket counted and then foul
on the foul on Wabash.
Foul after the shot on Wabash, yeah.
Westendorf. Well, right now, Tigers struggling to get across the timeline.
As this full court pressure, again, kind of reminiscent to what Bluffton was doing to Southern Wells on Saturday, where they're not forcing the pressure. They have that pressure lingering, waiting for the Tigers to get into a position, a vulnerable position to strike. And you can kind of see the Lady Tigers trying to move it to the one side of the court and reversing it to the other, but Wabash being able to quickly readjust and just keep that pressure staying in front of the ball the whole time.
Haley's first bucket, 36-23. And a held ball. All right, so draw this up here. I mean, what do you want to see the Tigers do here to break this pressure?
I mean, that works right there.
Yeah, triple throw it, right?
No, I do think getting it to the corners in the backcourt is the big thing, because Wabash isn't going to want to trap just yet because you can still pass it backwards. So trying to get it to the corner of that backcourt area, getting a release behind you, getting a quick reversal to the opposite side of the court, and then dribbling up the sideline.
Full timeout for the Tigers. We'll go to break.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Berne, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
39-25 Wabash, 3:38 to go in the third. 18 points for Libby Mattern for the Lady Apaches, 10 points for Riley Johnson for the Bluffton Lady Tigers. Tigers will have the basketball. We've been talking about them. How do they break this pressure? They do break it. King trapped on the baseline, looking for some help. This is a young group out here right now.
As you got 3 freshmen, a
Monroe,
junior,
really the only
senior, yeah, and even Lily as a junior.
Not a ton of varsity time. Monroe Heller for 3, short.
She did do a nice job on the junior varsity last year, being that primary ball handler, primary scorer, primary defender. So she has that ability to go out there and lead a team as well.
Checking into the Wabash line, number 24, Casey Long, number 10, Hannah Lane.
One of the most exciting games I remember seeing Lily play. It was during her 8th grade year down at Southern Wells. We were down quite a bit, and all of a sudden Lily just kept hitting shot after shot after shot, and every single girl on the bench was just going crazy for her, and it was just seeing how bright of a smile that she had on that night. Sadly, we weren't able to get that victory, but just that experience was just awesome to see.
Marley can't get it to drop, but she'll head to the line and shoot a couple. She's got 3 tonight. Long second. Wabash is 4th.
One thing I've always liked about Marley Dreyer is her tenacity. She gives up a lot of advantages on height, but that never stops her. She'll go drive in on anybody, no matter who's in front of her, and she'll even go up and try to contest shots no matter where she's out on the court. She will never give up an open layup. She will go up, contest it, get the foul if she needs to, but she's not going to give that open shot.
Lane has it stripped away. Tigers with a break. Monroe almost tracked it down. And I'm going to say it's off white.
See right there, my eyes are kind of playing tricks on me because it really did look like she was out of bounds just by a toe, but with that dark gray paint and the black sideline, baseline, it just kind of blends in a little bit together.
You know, they could put a red baseline back on there.
They could.
That'd be fine,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, you know people in high places.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think it looks completely gorgeous. I know they got a little bit of red trim on the sideline for the coach's box, but I think it is very crisp. It's just going to take a little bit of getting used to.
2 minutes to go. Mattern for 3, and I'm not.
Because there's no apparatus above, and it didn't go over the backboard, so it can still bounce on top of it all at once.
I don't know who made that bucket.
I think that was number 12. Is that Kiera Wilson? And she's listed at 5'9", but she looks like she's even taller than Jade Stumbo out there, who's listed at 5'11".
Just under 90 seconds left. Wabash has stretched their lead here a little bit in the third.
Nice fight by Marin. She's doing a nice job of trying to fight around the side of number 24, Casey Long there. because she doesn't want to give up the easy lob over top, but she wants to make it a difficult pass. And as soon as Long got that ball, she readjusted, stayed behind her, stayed straight up, and got the rebound.
Dreyer with another bucket. Less than a minute to go. And Bluffton basketball. 41-28.
See, just like that. Almost. Where like getting it to one side, shifting that defense, getting that reverse, attacking the opposite side of where the ball came from. Isabella had the opening, just closed a little bit quicker than even I anticipated. Just here, Wabash is going with more of a 1-3-1, so the defenders are already at the half-court line, where that is exactly where they're wanting the ball to get to the trap. Whereas the Lady Tigers, the 1-2-2, you got more so middle presence, where you're going to have to kind of move a lot easier to get around that.
Coming down to the 20-second mark. Dreyer again, no, not this time, and it'll stay white basketball. 17 seconds left. Monroe Heller back in. "12 seconds left. Dreyer at 9. 3 seconds, got to get it off. And no good. That'll end the third. 41-28. We'll take a break. Be right back.
We're here at Craigville Appliance celebrating the boys of fall. We love football season at Craigville Appliance. But with that being said, we know that sometimes it's a rainy, muddy day and you got to do the laundry when you get home. We know laundry stinks, but at Craigville Appliance, we've got the tools to take care of you. Come to Craigville Appliance or tell your friends to come over. We got brands like LG, Speed Queen, Maytag, Electrolux. The list goes on and on. Come to Craigville Appliance or check us out online at cappliance.com. That's C as in cat, appliance.com.
Now, after their help in raising money to reach their goal, another high school students will be coming around with a rally bucket right now. If you'd like to donate to this wonderful cause, all proceeds will go directly to Riley High School and again, Brady Jones Wonder. Thank you for your donations tonight.
The edge of the fourth, 41-28. Mattern with 18 leads all scorers. $14 on the quarter for Wabash. Riley Johnson with 10. Schreiber with 8. Gibson with 2. Lily King with 2. Dreyer with 6. And a Tiger foul coming up.
The thing I really like about this lineup is you have that leadership from Monroe out here with the 4 freshmen of Marley, Marin, Isabella, and Tressa. And a little frustration there by Marin when she picks up the foul, but first thing I see is that leadership by Monroe just getting right up in her. Like, hey, you got it, okay? Just shake it off. It's not the end of the world. Like, just next time, just be a little bit quicker getting up. It looked like her arm got her as she was going up. So nice job by Monroe on being that leader out in this court.
Wilson's second. And we'll get a blocking foul coming up. Friday, we'll have our first boys broadcast of the basketball season as I believe the boys take on Monroe Central.
Yes, that is correct. And I will not be able to join you. I have been drafted to the scores table, so.
You see where his allegiance lies. It's the paying gig.
This is a lot more fun, but that is a lot more required to happen.
Stout with the miss. Back comes Wabash.
I had the option of either doing the scorebook or being the assistant athletic director for the night.
3-point bucket by Monroe Heller.
And the scorebook seems like a lot less pressure.
I would agree with that. (44-31). Yoakum.
Nice touch.
12 for her. And a line change for Wabash. Almost looks like Leo.
Those were some fun games.
Yeah, those were some fun games.
I love those ones.
They were especially fun to call. 5 guys at a time coming off the bench. I don't know. Do they still do that? Is the same coach there?
I believe so, but I'm not too sure. I know when, because I mean they just went to state. Was that last year? State runner-up last year, or state champion? I know they were recently at state, and it's good to see them have success. But I am not heartbroken to see them out of the ACAC and just about any sport. But it was always fun competing against Leo because they were that big school in conference, so they were the ones that we always wanted to beat, and it was kind of like the deciding factor of will we win conference, will we not. But as a cross country and track coach, yeah, I do not miss the Leo Lions.
I think there's some football players who kind of feel the same way. Stumbo has fouled out. Monroe Heller to the line. Her second trip to the line. Shooting 1-1 and makes the first. Four points for Monroe. And Tigers get it back. She'll fire up the three. Looking for her own rebound. Gets it. Nice hustle by Monroe. Did she step on that weird end line?
Yeah, I think the ball hit it, yeah.
Oh. And now she'll pick up a foul.
Yeah, because once you start factoring in the shadow of the ball and everything, everything's just going to really merge together. Oh, no, just very inconsequential most of the time, I know.
And Monroe's going to pick up another one.
It was funny when I was keeping book for the Lady Tigers game against Hagerstown earlier this season. Just kind of seeing the Hagerstown coaches just kind of looking around. I got to hear them talking a little bit. Just kind of like, they have 3 courts this way, and they have another court upstairs that can go to the out. They're just like in all of it. And then just they were asking how old the gym was, and about 21 years old in the gym, but it looks brand new with this paint job.
It really
with the
does.
new court.
It looks great. We're pretty blessed with some great facilities.
Oh, all around.
48-32, 5:21 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, because the swimming and diving facility now, that is gorgeous as well. I get a new facelift with the paint job as well. I do kind of miss the old school Tiger up there. Remind me of the old Tiger Den, but now it's got a very similar style with the tiger stripes and some tiger sharks up on the wall. And just, again, very nice, crisp presentation over there.
Mattern has reached the 20-point mark, and the Tigers yield to that pressure one more time. I don't think that's her shot out there. Just guessing.
You know, why not?
Right.
Up 18, with 4:44 to go. Why not?
Timeout on the floor. We'll go to break.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
(50-32), 4:44 to go. Tigers leading scorer Riley Johnson with 10. Libby Mattern with 20 for Wabash. Kylie Yoakum with 12. Tigers are followed up by Marin Schreiber with 8. After this, the Tigers will go on the road at Woodland. They'll be back home to take on Southwood in that always afternoon game against Adams Central.
In that Woodland game, that is Heritage is who they drew for the ACAC tournament. And then it'd be the winner of Woodland and South Adams. So it could be a preview of the ACAC semifinals.
Riley Johnson from the elbow is fouled. She'll go back to the line. Be her 3rd trip. She's 4 for 4 from the line.
Fun fact about Riley Johnson, she is 1/4 of the school record holders of the 4x4 relay in track and field.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, the record the previous record was set all the way at 1987, I believe.
Wow.
87, 82, one of those two. So it was Riley Johnson, Amy Boots, Leslie Sprinkles, and Alicia Robles breaking that at the regional last season, and it was just really fun being a part of that and seeing those girls celebrate.
That's awesome. Haley Gibson comes out of there like a bullet.
And I remember those practices because at sectional, those 4 ladies, it was one of those things where trying to throughout regular meets, you gotta use your energy wisely. And when they qualified at sectional to go on to regional, it's okay, Riley, Emmy, you guys are still competing. Leslie was still competing in other events. Alicia had the 4x8 and the 4x4 beginning into the meet, so it's okay, she'll have plenty of energy, so how do we kind of reserve ourselves, train ourselves to get to the point of breaking this record? And all 4 of them ran their personal best splits that night, and it was just seeing their excitement as everybody passes off that baton, and it was just really cool history being made.
Yeah, that's pretty special. That's a long time.
Yeah. Almost, it was Amy Boots was I didn't win enough sectionals in basketball. I got to go set my mark somewhere else as well.
Show off.
1,000 points? Oh, no, that's not enough.
Top of the key, 3. Bounces out. Tigers do not have a 3 ball tonight.
I thought Monroe hit one in the corner.
Oh, you're right. She did.
Quarter,
yep, you're right. We got one.
Speaking of Bluffton High School track record holders, how about Dwayne Eskridge scoring his first career touchdown over the weekend for the team? Yeah. It was right before halftime against the 49ers, and it was first and goal from the 6 or 7, like in between the 6 or 7, and Dwayne just nice little slant, caught the ball like the 3, dove in, past the defenders, and just kind of gave credit, like recognized his grandma who had recently passed away, and just really awesome moment. Like the thing I loved about it was just every member of the Seahawks offense just corralling around him, lifting him up, and just a weird perception of seeing Russell Wilson interacting with a guy who I saw grow up in this facility.
Exactly. Good for him. That's awesome. He gave us countless memories here for sure.
Yeah, just the little I was able to watch him because I was in college during those days, and it was a lot of fun. I'll never forget, there was when he was in 7th grade basketball, I was just standing in the corner talking to Coach Lysing, and all of a sudden, this kid goes to shoot a shot at the basket, and Dwayne just jumps up. I swear his fingers were an inch from the rim as a 7th grader, and just swatted that shot back into the stands, and I just go, what is going on right now?
Well, both teams are in the bonus, and we're starting to. Lane to the line. She's got 4. She's 2 for 4 from the line. She'll make this front end. .34-35 as 2.5 minutes left. Looks like Coach Stone's going to start to empty his bench a little bit. Count it in the foul. Tressa Renner with the bucket, her first points tonight. Yoakum with 4. Tressa converts the 3-point play. It's going to go against Westendorf. As we will get the parade of fouls here for the last couple minutes. Lily King, the line. Lily's got 2. Tigers now in the double bonus. Schreiber in for Stout. And Lily 1 for 2 on this trip. .54-39. And another foul coming up. This one's going to go against Tressa.
That just seemed like an interesting foul because she was swiping a lot with her left arm, but it was her right arm that reached in and created the contact. So it was like all the attention seemed like she was trying to divert the ref. She was like, hey, look over here, and then like a magician, but did not.
Well, they called it on Marley, but I
thought for sure that was on Tressa as well.
Yeah, I thought for sure that was on Tressa. Okay, we'll give it to Marley.
And then another one on Marley.
And now Wabash is in the double bonus. Yoakum to the line. She's got 10. First trip to the line. And 1 of 2. Number 5 for Wabash, Ashley Province.
One thing I've noticed, in not just this game, but just multiple games, some of the boys, some middle school games, it's seeming like players aren't screening players anymore. They're screening positions, and that isn't leading to open opportunities.
All right, interesting.
Where it's like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to screen. The defender's supposed to be here, so I'm going to go block that spot. Whereas they're not reading where the defender's moving and adjusting as just naturally happens. Maybe the defender gets lost and luckily misses the screen in that case. But just a little bit more awareness by a lot of these players on every team, Bluffton, Wabash, Southern Wells, whoever, and just that's just going to create so many more shots. Learning to play without the ball is so much more important than learning to play with the ball.
Bailey makes a couple. She's got 6.
That's a shot attempt every single time. Nice, beautiful pick and roll there. Big time mismatches. Haley Gibson was stuck on Westendorf and see if she can convert up to the free throw line.
1 for 2 for her tonight. And gets that one rolling. And the girls back in action next against Woodland. One minute to go. Haley for 3. Nope. Nice work inside. Back out top. Marley, no. Tressa, nope.
Nice rebound there by Tressa. It'd just be nice to see, kind of like same thing with Marin. There were times we were talking on Saturday where she takes that extra dribble.
Yep.
Doesn't really move anywhere, so it'd be nice to kind of see her get that rebound, just kind of collect herself and go straight back up, nice and strong over the defenders.
25 seconds, and Wabash is just going to burn this down. Up by 16. Wabash will improve to 3-6. Tigers will fall one game below 500 to 4-5. A nice effort by the Lady Apaches as they come away with a 16-point win. We'll take a break. Your final here at the Tiger Den, 57-41. We'll crunch some stats. Be right back. I expect Coach will come up and talk to us a little bit. See you in a little bit.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to do a game on the road, I mean, just let me know. Take the gear and go. I mean, we'll get it scheduled.
Good evening, football fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, my job is to help our clients plan for and adjust to the unexpected in life. That may be a change in employment status, a change in the tax code, or rising inflation. At Shelton Financial, our process, called the One Life Formula, is designed to help you work through the questions, concerns, and unexpected that may happen in your life. To schedule a time to discuss with us, please call our office at 260-436-7006 or visit our website at sheltonfinancial.com. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, C-A-T-H-I-E, .Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
57-41 is your final. Here's some final stats for you for the Tigers. Tressa Renner with 3, Lily King with 3, Monroe Heller with 4, Marley Dreyer with 6, Haley Gibson with 6, Marin Schreiber with 8, and the leading Tiger tonight is Riley Johnson with 11. Tigers by the quarter, 8 in the first, 11 in the second, 9 in the third, 13 in the fourth for 41 for the victorious Lady Apaches. Casey Long with 1, Jade Stumbo with 2, Brooklyn Westendorf with 3, Kiara Wilson with 4, Hannah Lane with 5, Linda Cortez with 8, Kylie Yoakum with 13, and leading all scorers tonight, Libby Mattern with 21, including 4 3-pointers. But what's sort of interesting about the flow of this game is Wabash hit a bunch of threes early. Second half, not so much, but they got to the line a ton of times in that second half.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you put that pressure on early, it's going to make the other team kind of do some desperate things and kind of experiment, try to force some shots that otherwise they wouldn't take, just to try to claw back and claw back and claw back. And that ends up leading to some foul trouble on the defensive end because you're going to have to contest shots more frequently. And Wabash was able to capitalize on that early lead to cause those fouls and hit the free throws.
Tigers offensively, 1-3. Monroe Heller hit a 3 in the fourth. Okay from the free throw line. I don't know how had the final count, but looks like we were about a little bit above 500 from the line. Just talk about the effort tonight from what you saw out there. Again, this is a pretty experienced Wabash team against a very young Bluffton team.
Yeah, I think that experience is a big factor in this because, like, you see Monroe and Riley out there and they're leading, they're playing hard, they're fighting, and those freshmen, the sophomore Haley Gibson and Lily King, all are doing what they can. It's just Wabash has been playing together at the varsity level for a couple of years, or the JV level for a couple of years, where this is the very first year that this Bluffton team has played together. And we saw that a lot early on in this contest, where just a little bit of miscommunication and some passing opportunities that led to turnovers, where Wabash, when they were breaking the press, they were moving around their offense. It was very crisp, clean passes with not a lot of deflections on Bluffton's end.
And we talked a little bit about them having to break that press. Is that another factor when you just haven't played together as much? That communication is just so important?
Yeah, it definitely is, and just that experience as well. I mean, I know from experience coaching this group of freshmen and seeing them play their home games last year, they didn't get pressed a lot in middle school, so they're not as used and accustomed to this pressure that these varsity teams are more than capable of doing. And then you look at Riley, at Lily, at Monroe, at Haley. They had Emmy Boots last year. They didn't need to know how to break a press. They had one of the best players in program history who was that safety valve. And as they lose that, they're trying to figure out who's going to be that person to break this press. Haley had proved last year that she has that ability. She's explosive. She's quick. She can get through. Now it's just trying to figure out how they can make these crisp passes using each other without the ball to make that defense move and uncomfortable.
So boys on Friday, what do you know about the boys? I haven't seen them yet.
The only game I've seen of the boys was the South Adams contest, and I was actually quite impressed with their effort. They got down early on to South Adams. Coach Grau called a timeout, and there was a lot of excitement coming from the South Adams bench. And Bluffton came out, and they responded so well. And they were able to kind of keep the Starfires within striking distance, came out in the second half and really put it to South Adams and took out the victory. And one thing that just kind of from my experiences in the past, some of those Bluffton boys teams probably would have just caved in and just gave up and said, okay, we'll just try for the next one. But this team, Harrison Schreiber, Max Stoppenhagen, and Sam Bumgarner, I thought really went above and beyond just effort-wise on giving their all to keep that team in the game and pull out a big conference victory.
And what does that team look like? I mean, offensively, what's their look, so to speak?
I think a lot of it is going to rely on their athleticism and just kind of being able to drive, get to the rim, because Max is so quick and strong with the ball, and then Harrison's so long, athletic. And if those two can get to the rim, it's going to create so many more opportunities. And they, too, are quite young, with really just Max and Harrison having varsity experience. Because Carter McConnell, he brings some height and rebounding defensive ability for the Tigers. But he played a lot of JV the past couple of years. And then you get a lot of sophomores, Eli Garrett, the Wenger twins, Hunter and Fletcher, Tucker Jenkins. These sophomores, they're athletic like these freshman girls are, but they're lacking a little bit of that experience playing at this high of a level. And you can kind of see that a little. But as more Max and Harrison get inside, that's going to open up 3 balls for those Wengers for Eli Garrett, even for Max and Harrison themselves, and Sam Bumgarner. So, again, attacking that inside and then seeing if they can find some outlets.
When you have to replace someone like a Hayden Nern, who just scored buckets and buckets and buckets, coming into the next season, how difficult of a transition is that for a squad?
I mean, it definitely takes a lot because, again, you see it with the girls as well. I thought last year's teams were such mirror images of each other because you had Emmy on the girls' side, you had Harrison on the boys' side, you had Will Ball on the boys' side, you had Zoe on the girls' side, Zarbarg on the girls' side, and it's just like you have this strong post presence, you have this strong small forward shooting guard presence, and everything kind of goes around those two. And losing both Will and Hayden, it's like, okay, those are our 2 main players. Right. And it's just, again, figuring out your role. And that's what I've kind of, like, during cross-country season, had Marcus Crosby, Sam Bumgarner, Jude Bumgarner playing basketball. It's like, okay, when you go in there, like, you're going from this individual sport to this team sport, okay? What's your role going to be? What can you do to ensure your team is going to be better? Is that going to be scoring? Is that going to be rebound? Is that going to be defense? Whatever it is, figure out that role and thrive in it. Do what you can to thrive in that role. And so it's just going to see like if those boys can really commit to these roles and be team players.
So as a player, do you know what that role is at the front end of the season, or do you kind of figure that out as the season goes on?
Ideally, you would know beforehand. I know, like, my senior year playing here, we were in a very similar situation because we graduated Cody Cochran. Again, the most recent 1,000-point scorer from entirely Bluffton. I know Jonathan Irwin, hybrid Eastbrook, Bluffton, 1,000 points. But Cody, losing him and Mark Bowman was a huge loss to the team. But we all kind of like, okay, we know we're going to have to spread the ball around a little bit more. Every play went through Cody at one point. So how can we get the ball around to each and every person? And, again, like those players should know what their role is. Okay? If you're a shooter, you know you're a shooter. If you're going to be that post player who's going to get the garbage points inside off of driving dishes, off of rebounds, know that that's what is expected of you. You shouldn't have to take a three if you're expected to get the rebounds. Let the teammates take the three, you get the rebound, and that's how you're going to contribute. Get a stop on the defensive end. Not everybody needs to be a scorer. And again, we kind of talked about a little bit with like how Steph Curry's changed the game, 3 points, whatever. People want to be the scorer because what stat do you see the most?
That's right.
Points. One of my favorite games in NBA history was Dennis Rodman having 0 points, like 34 rebounds, like 22 rebounds, and like 4 blocks. And it's just like, how do you play that much and not score a point? But it's just it's that mentality of just being that gritty player.
Well, I don't see Coach yet, so we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Why don't we need to pick the Wells County Voice.com player of the game. Michael, I'll turn this over to you if you want to peer over on the book.
I think the most consistent presence just throughout the night, and just one of those leaders, seniors, just kind of doing more than just contributing on the court through scoring, but being that leader, encouraging the young teammates to kind of stay positive, and just being that leader by example, just hustling after every single ball, and that is Riley Johnson.
All right, there you go. Riley Johnson is our Wells County Voice.com player of the game. That's going to do it for us tonight. We do plan to be back on the air on Friday as the boys will be in action against Monroe Central. Michael is dodging us. He's going to be down on the table. So I'll see if I can't drag somebody else up here to help me out. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Have a great evening.